Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. If you've seen The Wizard of Oz, no doubt that refrain is familiar to you. It's that one where Dorothy and her friends chant as they approach that dark and kind of sinister woods as they're heading on their way to Oz. And whatever is lurking there in those woods is all that stands between them and the wizard who is there to grant them their wishes. Perhaps this Lent you've already been approached by wild beasts of doubt, threatening your attempts to mortification and spiritual progress in your prayer life, your determination to do better in life, to try to follow Christ more closely. What was I thinking? Trying to fit daily Mass into my schedule when I have all these things to do in my life. A weekly holy hour during Lent when I don't even have 10 minutes for myself. Read the Bible. Where do I begin? Where do I even start? Several years ago, I made a pledge to forgo my daily cup of coffee, those overpriced cups of coffee, and I was going to offer that sacrifice of giving up that cup of coffee and giving the money in charity to the poor. It was a good, noble cause. I was all set and ready to do it. Ash Wednesday came, I came into church, determined that I was going to make this happen this Lent. I got in my pew, I began to pray, and as I was praying, a woman came in smelling of that heavily fresh brewed coffee. And no sooner had Mass ended and I made my Thanksgiving offering, and I was in the coffee shop. Jesus lasted for 40 days, I lasted for 40 minutes. My disordered self-affections had been awakened, and I could begin to work on them, to once again try and change my life. How's your Lent going so far? How are you doing? Have you met those troubled times yourself? Have you had good intentions on Ash Wednesday and already here on this first Sunday of Lent, things have fallen apart? Maybe Lent hasn't even begun for you yet. So many things to do, so little time. Have you lost heart? Don't lose heart. We enter into that season of Lent with that unflinching certainty that the Lord will see all our afflictions, our toils, our oppressions, and Jesus hears the cry of the poor. He knows who we are. He knows that we're sinners. He knows that we're in need of his mercy and help. Even he in his life faced temptations. After fasting and being hungry for 40 days, Satan came to him and tried to tempt him too. My brothers and sisters, if your Lent has gotten off to a rocky start, don't give up hope. God hears the cry of the poor, and he gives us this opportunity once again to begin anew, to recommit ourselves to him, to try to start all over. And maybe you're thinking that list for Lent, it should be a long list with heavy things to do in your life. It's not true. Jesus simply says, deny yourself, pick up your cross, and come and follow me. How's your Lent going? Don't give up hope. It's just started. Our Lord hears the cry of the poor.